Alright guys, good morning. It is Tuesday, March 10th. Hope everyone is doing well. This morning we got a little bit of a market rebound today, which is good. Here's the market. This is what we've done since pre-market. We dropped as low as 270, which was a pretty crazy drop, but we are back up to 280s. Slowly pushing up in pre-market. Let's see if we hold. I'm not super confident in that, but we'll see. What's up, Jay? What's up, Tara? What's up, Jason? Good morning, team. In other gapper news, we have CY gapping up pretty big. We've got OXY gapping up some, looks okay. TRGP, HP, but volume's overall pretty light. I think people are scared. There's AMD looking good, following the market. Same thing with the MU. Cannabis stocks are up slightly. Again, most of this is just following the overall market. We got Drip, which is down some. But again, I mean, we got some penny stocks. Specifically like AYTU. Gapping up from 34 cents, really 35 cents if you're rounding up. 35 cents all the way up to $1.50s roughly. That one looks okay. If you like penny stocks, ENBL, same thing. OVV. That one looks alright. OVV. Like I said, we got CY, SM, OXY. But that's about it for now. What's up, team? Man, gotta drink my coffee. Wake up a little bit, guys. So how's everybody doing today? Everybody doing all right? Oh man, daylight savings time happened and it's still dark over here. But yeah, you guys want to look up some news? We can look up some news a little bit early this morning. Alright guys, so we're going to start looking up some news a little bit early. Alright, so first one's first, we're going to look at AYTU here. Again, this one's very voluminous, big percentage move on the upside, and let's look at the catalyst behind AYTU specifically here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and read this, and this is all quoting from BZ Newswires. Again, this is all quoting. It's a big press release that came out for AYTU specifically here. And so this looks like, like I said, I'm going to quote most of this from Access Wire and BZ Newswires. It says, quote, "A specialty pharmaceutical company focused on commercializing novel products that address significant patient needs announced today that it signed an exclusive distribution agreement for the right to commercialize a clinically validated and commercially used coronavirus 2019 rapid test." Okay, so again, I'm going to restate that previous line there. A specialty pharmaceutical company which is focusing right now on commercializing novel products that address significant patient needs announced today that they signed an exclusive distribution agreement for the right to commercialize a clinically validated and commercially used coronavirus 19 rapid test. Okay, so they're basically putting out a coronavirus test. It has been licensed from LB Resources Limited, which is a Hong Kong corporation. They also licensed North American rights for product developer Zhejiang Orient Gene Biotech. It is intended for professional use and delivers clinical results between 2 and 10 minutes at the point of care. This exclusive agreement grants AYTU the exclusive right to distribute the product in the US for a period of 3 years with additional 3-year auto renewal thereafter. Alright, so basically they're putting out a test that features 2 to 10 minute reports, facilitates patient treatment decisions quickly, simple time-saving procedure, small specimen, only 5 UL of serum plasma or 10 UL of whole blood specimen required, in all necessary reagents provided and no equipment needed, high sensitivity and specificity. And so we'll see what happens, but yeah, they're putting out a rapid coronavirus test, and they partnered with us in some regards. Hey buddy, what are you doing here, man? No, not while I'm working, buddy. Come on. I see you.
I'm just getting some paper.
Oh, you're getting some paper. Okay, sorry. I thought he was trying to hide and like mess with me behind him. Alright, fair enough. Alright, sorry, that was my son. Yeah, so they're putting out a coronavirus test, and this one is gapping up. Oh man. This one's gapping up like 400%. It was at like 34, 35 or so. 35 times 4 is 400% for this one. And that's where it's at now, roughly 140. So we'll see what happens with AYTU, but a big gap up here for this one. Again, they're putting out a coronavirus rapid test. ENBL gapping up, but the volume's not good enough for me here. We got OVV gapping up here. I think a lot of stuff is just rebounding with the market, though. How's the volume in relation to my voice? How's the volume relative to my voice? Alright, so this company, OVV, said that reducing near-term capital spending is to ensure the company maintains free cash neutrality is what they're going to do in this current market, and that's what's making OVV gap up here. We'll see what happens. We got NVAX, which is another coronavirus stock, really popping off in the last 5 minutes here. Let me look up the catalyst, but check out NVAX, guys. NVAX is really popping up pretty big here in the last 5 minutes or so. Alright, so Emergent Biosolutions and NVAX did sign a coronavirus vaccine development pact, and that's what's causing the push up. So yeah, Emergent, which is EBS here. EBS came out with this news. Again, they're partnering with NVAX and signed a coronavirus vaccine development pact. But again, they put out something that said they signed a deal with NVAX, and the deal is to provide contract development and manufacturing to move forward the development of NVAX's experimental vaccine candidate against the coronavirus, the COVID-19. The terms of the deal, EBS is going to be the one that's producing the experimental vaccine candidate using NVAX's technology, and so that's the base breakdown of the deal, which is that EBS is going to be the producer and NVAX is going to be the technology supplier here for this, again, development pack that they're going to do. And so we'll see what happens with NVAX, but it's popping up big off of this news of the development pack from, again, EBS is the company that's dropping that. We also have CY, which is Cypress Semiconductors. They have a pending deal with Infineon Technologies to get the U.S. regulators' approval. So that came out. So basically, CY, which is, again, Cypress Semiconductor, sorry, I have the hiccups. They said yesterday that the Committee on Foreign Investment in the U.S., which is the CFIUS, has completed its review of their pending deal with NVAX and found no unresolved national security concerns. So that means that the deal is ultimately going to remain subject to approval from China's State Administration for Market Regulation. But yeah, basically, they said that the Committee on Foreign Investment in the U.S. completed their review of them. And so they basically got the U.S. regulators' approval, and they're still waiting on China's market approval. So that's the deal for CY. Let me catch back up in the chat. What's up, guys? What's up, Jason, Tara, Jay, Wilton, CE, Gold, Jay, Luke, DH, Daniel, JB, Cody, Aristotle, Erica, Retro. Good morning, team. What's up? Alright. In your opinion, is AYTU finished? It depends on a lot of different things here. It's tough to really say. I don't want to say yes. That's too finite. I don't know. Like I said, it's up 400%. Huge percentage move, but I'm not. It could, like I said, I'm not an expert, especially with penny stocks here, and I don't want to tell people the wrong answer with this specifically, and so I really don't know. It might not. Like I said, it's up 400% from where it closed yesterday. It's up 400%, but it's up 400%, but some of these penny stocks have gone parabolic and just ripped up huge and ran really big. I think the catalyst for the coronavirus is a legitimate catalyst, and so I think the news that was dropped was real. It's just about how much hype gets behind it. If the company's going to pump it up a little bit is really what's going to dictate the rest of it, and how much hype gets behind it. I will say that it's not a tiny float necessarily. It's not a super small float. I mean, it's a small float relative to like all the other stocks in the world, but like relative to small cap penny stocks, it's not necessarily a small float. It's about 20 million, which again is not tiny. A lot of penny stocks have like 3 million, 4 million float, and so a 20 million float is not tiny by any means. At the same time, I mean, it's up 400%. It's obviously moving with a lot of volume here, and so like I said, not much of a I don't want to tell you the wrong answer, bro, and so it is what it is. Can't say for certain. I prefer to just react to what happens, What's up, Myers? What's up, Joe? Yeah, I had some dude that got so mad at me in the comment section. He was like, you guys are teaching like y'all are 20-year veterans. And I was like, dude, number one, you don't have to be a 20-year veteran to teach people your system. Number two is that I'm probably the dude on YouTube more than anybody else that is like, hey, I'm not an expert. I'm not a guru here. I don't know. If somebody asks me a question I don't know, I straight up say I don't know. And so for you to get mad at me just means you're insecure for whatever reason. And I just had to kind of unload on him and just be like, dude, like, you're just insecure, man. You know what I mean? But that's the type of stuff you got to deal with, I guess. But alright, let's see what else we got. But yeah, AYTU, it's hard to tell, man. We got HP. We got a lot of small gap ups. And the reason we have a lot of kind of minor gap ups is because the overall market is gapping up. And a lot of stocks are going to follow suit with that because most stocks actually follow the overall market. And, at least the last time I looked at it, the market was gapping up. Yeah, we still are. I see you. I see you trying to hide down there. What you trying to do? Get some more paper? Alright. Grab you some. Here. Got it? You need me to get it for you? You got it? Alright. Alright. Sorry. That's my son. He's drawing in the other room. But yeah, the overall market is gapping up, and so a lot of stocks are going to follow suit. Alright, we also have energy stocks that are up. And so we can look at like UWT, DWT. UWT, I believe, is the normal one, and then DWT is the inverse. Or no, I was wrong, it's the opposite. So DWT is the inverse. Good, that's what I thought. And then UWT is normal. Okay, right. I was right. So yeah. And then we have UGAZ, which is, I think, natural gas. And then DGAZ, which is inverse natural gas. Like I said, you guys have anything else that you want me to look at, let me know. We're kind of a dull market this morning, to be honest here. You can learn every day from something. Yeah, I mean, it's a common thing. And like I said, mostly my rant about gurus yesterday is going to bring a lot of heat on me, right? Like what's going to happen when I do that? When I'm like, hey, most info on trading is publicly available for free. You know, you can find most of it on YouTube. The hardest part of trading is conditioning your emotions more than anything, and nobody can really teach that. That's something that you have to condition yourself for. And so, point is, paying a guru thousands of dollars might not be worth it, man. Like I said, it's all by subjective opinion. But when I say stuff like that, the gurus are gonna get upset. They're gonna get mad at me. They're gonna send people over to just say, you should have to, you know what I mean? And that's probably where it comes from. It's just, I threaten their business model, and so they're mad at me for it. It is what it is, you know? It's just part of it, I guess. But in the end, you know, I'm not an expert here. I'm not a guru. I don't claim to be. You know, I day trade live. People can watch me trade. And I'm green. My account's in the profits. But I am by no means an expert or a guru or anything like that. And if somebody asks me a question I don't know, I tell them I don't know. Because like I've said, I'm afraid to tell people the wrong answer. I don't want to tell people, yeah, sell. And then the stock just, you know, runs up and they miss out on some money. I don't want to do that. I'm not that guy. You know? And so I just tell people I don't know. And people still get mad at me for it, I guess. It has a delay, Amron, but all trade idea streams have a delay. If you don't have a delay on trade ideas, you're either about to get banned or already got banned, you know. And so, yeah, every trade ideas stream has a delay, you know, because it's trade ideas rules that you have to have a delay. What is your plan for today? My plan for the day is just to hang out and watch the market. Yesterday, I saw something that I had never seen before, which was the market get halted at the open for 15 minutes. The overall market, the entire market got halted at the open from a 7% drop per regulations, and I've never seen that before. You know, when 2008 happened, I was young and I was not trading, and so I had never seen that before. And so I traded very carefully yesterday. I traded very small, and yesterday was mostly a break-even day. Today at the open, we're gonna see what we get. As long as we get some volatility, I really don't have a problem trading the volatility, but I'm going to do so in a careful way. The name of the game in these type of situations is account preservation. And so, yeah, you can make money. You could also lose a ton, and I'm going to protect my account and do whatever I need to do to protect my account, regardless of what anybody wants to see. And so, like I said, I'm just going to observe. I'm going to react to what I see, and I don't know what's going to happen. The delay is like 45 seconds. The delay should be like 45 seconds. If not, I can change it. Let me see if I can change it here. It might make me change it before. this to change it, I guess. I do want to give a shout out to everybody though. We had a ton of new subs yesterday, and it was really cool. You know, we had a ton of subs. Look at the market bounce up today. Never seen a halt in the market. Yeah, for sure. No, I didn't leave. I didn't see that, man. Yeah, it's about a minute, I would say. If your delay's longer than that, just refresh it, because that has to do with your internet. Because most people, it's about a minute. But again, every trade idea stream is going to be like that. But yeah, dude, I had some guy get so mad at me. He was so upset. He was like, you know, I can't believe you act like a 20-year veteran. And it's like, dude, like, you're just mad I talked bad about gurus yesterday, dude. Like, chill out, dude. You know, I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be an expert. I don't charge anybody for anything. I just trade live so people can see what it's actually like. The channel's called Beginner Trading. You're really mad at me? You know what I mean? Like, come on now, man. Oil up. Yeah, I'm watching oil up. Because Trade Ideas makes you have one. You know. Alright, but yeah, oil is up in pre-market, although it absolutely tanked yesterday, guys. Look at oil right before the close yesterday, man. This was a huge drop in oil, man. And yeah, it's up in pre-market. It's up, you know, 30% or so, but man. When did you get started trading and why? I got started trading a few years ago, mostly because I watched the movie The Big Short, if I'm being completely honest. Mostly because I watched the movie The Big Short and I wanted to find another way to make money. And so, you know, eventually I just started learning to trade. And like I said, man, I've been through all of it. I'm not an expert. I'm still growing my account. You know, I am in the profits in my account, but obviously I'm still growing it. But I have found something that works for me. I'll put it this way. If you go back and you watch the stream every day for the past 6 months, I am green. I'd say if you watch my P&L at the end of the day, every single stream in the last 6 months, I am green. I would say at least 60-65% of the time overall. And so I have documented proof I'm profitable as well, but at the same time, my biggest problem is that I'm trading very small, and so I'm a big whip, unfortunately, and so my account growth takes a lot longer because I'm a big whip. I trade too small. If I traded larger, my account would grow faster, but like I said, I'm just a big wimp, and so I trade too small, unfortunately, and so my account growth takes longer. Ooh, 1,300, man, that's rough. Mitch is here. Mitch is gonna be here. Mitch usually shows up in about like 5-10 minutes. You are way too cautious with your account. Hey, you and I agree on that gold. I'm a big whip, dude, and it's tough, man. That's what I'm saying. The emotional part, like I said, the strategies I teach are obviously legitimate. They're obviously legitimate. They're gonna work better in certain markets. Like the last week or two has been but the months prior to that were super green, right? But I'm a big wimp, man. I'm a big wimp, dude. I should be trading at this point in my trading. I should be trading with 1,000 shares plus every single trade, no matter what. 1,000 shares plus, no matter what. And I just don't. I don't know why. I'm a big wimp. And that's the problem. Roughly 20%, Ton. Roughly 20%. It's up. I'm up like 1,700 in it. So like roughly 20%. Do you play poker, John? Of course, bro. Of course, man. I've recently upped the stakes in my poker as well. And I've been getting my butt kicked, man. I've been getting my butt kicked in poker. Like, look, like I could show you my shark scope, which just for anybody that doesn't know poker, shark scope is actually taken. You can't edit this. Like, you can't edit your shark scope. They just pull it from your account. So it's like, I can't lie about it. What? Johnny Jukebox. This is me. Why did it say I didn't opt in, man? Hey, buddy. What you doing, man? What you doing, dude? This is Jack. That's right. Who's your best bud? That's right. Best buddies over here. It won't let me log into my shark scope for some reason. I've showed it before though, but I guess I'll explain it. My shark scope is mostly hey dude, what you doing, man? My shark scope goes up, and then as soon as I scale up in size, goes down, right? Like I had like a 2-year graph that was like a beautiful graph. It was like a beautiful graph. It really was. My niche in poker is mostly sit and goes. Like I'll play like 6 and 9 max sit and goes, and I'll just play like 12 at a time, and I'll beat everybody. My statistics, something that I was really proud of with my poker stats, is that I would cash in 40% of my 6 and 9 max sit and goes, which is a good percentage to cash in. And so I was actually really profitable. Once I moved up to like $10 sit and goes, there was a learning curve that I haven't had the time to pick it up lately, but I'm still growing. My account's a few $100 up. Watch out, buddy. Dude, I was a poker player before I traded. Poker is kind of what brought me to trading because the concepts are still the same. You know, you have risk-reward calculation, you have pot odds, which are very similar to risk-reward calculation. And, you know, if you calculate your pot odds just like you do in poker, like if you go back and here, another fun thing, if you go back and look at that back testing video we put out a few days ago, and go to the very end, I'm showing people how to calculate odds in trading, like how to translate that over to trading. But yeah, I played poker way before I traded, because poker is my first love, so to speak. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at the overall market. We have oil that's up. And we have a few other things, but the market's very dull right now. We can go ahead and look at the SPY here. And the SPY is moving up. Let's go ahead and look at the overall market news behind this. What's up, Douglas? Right, 100%, Sir Darth. But my drawdown is so big with this pro package, dude. My drawdown's 12 grand, man. Which, thus, I'm a big win. My drawdown's 12K, man. 12 grand. I'm not even getting close to that. I'm not even getting close to $1,200 in drawdown, man. Like I said, I'm a big wimp with my trading. And maybe that's a good thing. It has its benefits. It has its pros and cons, so to speak. But I put in consistent growth, but it's slow, and that's the issue. I play on global mostly, just because I'm in the U.S. and I don't trust America's Card Room, any of the WPN, any of the winning poker network. I just do not trust. They had all that stuff with Joe Ingram that came out, that he was posting about how he experienced a lot of bots and like a lot of crazy weird variance during his time when he played on America's Card Room, ACR, and some of the other ones, and so I stay away from those. And I don't know if the pool is just weaker in global, but I play on global because that's what I actually went on. Can you go over what the gaps mean for a noob? I got a really good video you can watch on it. I'm not going to go over it now. A gap is just this. Whoa, this must be a glitch, right? This is just a gap up, though. Like, it's a stock. So, day trading hours. I guess I'll go over it. Day trading hours, the market itself, full, opens at 9:30 Eastern Time. Closes at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. But from, I believe it's like, I think it's 6 o'clock Eastern Time to 9:30, they have what we call pre-market, which is it's kind of open, but it's much lower volume, and it kind of prefaces the overall market, so it goes before the overall market. And then after that, from 4 to 8 p.m., we have what's called after hours. And so even though the firm market hours are from 9:30 to 4, we have after hours, which is from 4 to 8, which is lighter volume. And then we have pre-market, which is from, I think it's 6 to 9:30. And what we get is sometimes we get stocks that gap up in that pre-market session. Like this is pre-market and after hours right here. And you can see the overall market, or the SPY, is gapping up some. And so the overall market is gapping up. If we look at like AMD, they are gapping up here as well. You can see they're moving up in pre-market and after hours. Same thing, sometimes they can move down like yesterday in pre-market and after hours. But on Thinkorswim, this gray part of the chart is gap ups. But here we got actually a really cool class on it, kind of explaining how to trade it. So hold on, I'll post that for you, bro. Check out this this class right here. All right, buddy. Here, watch out. You wanna go play? Did you eat your breakfast? Yeah, you did. There you go. Do you have another job, or are you a day trader YouTuber? Yeah. So I do a few different things, man. I'm a real estate agent, and so I have my real estate license. I have 2 Amazon businesses that I run, and then I run this YouTube, and then I day trade. I'm not living off of my day trading by any means, though. I'm still working my way to profitability. Like I've always said, not an expert. I'm still working on it myself. But yeah. So that's what it is. I got 2 Amazon businesses. I'm a real estate agent. I day trade. I do the whole YouTube thing. And I also do some freelance web development work. Like I'm a programmer to a certain extent, and you know, I usually mess with like JavaScript, HTML, CSS, a little bit of Python, but not much. It's been a while since I've really worked on Python, but mostly web dev stuff. You know, Flexbox, CSS, Bootstrap, you know, React. I know Facebook's React library and stuff like that. And so I do a lot of different stuff. Yeah, it's called Trader View, Jafar. It's called Trader View, bro. Here, I got you. Here, this is it right here. I bought 3,000 shares of LK yesterday and held it overnight. I think I'm done for the day. My Amazon business is books. It's a book business, Tar. It's a media business, more so than books, but I sell like books, CDs, old DVDs, mostly. Yeah, no worries, Dan. But yeah, it's mostly, so I'm not going to say what the second one is, just for competitive advantage. But one of them is a media business on Amazon. It's a used media business on Amazon. Like I said, I'm not going to say what the other one is, just for competitive advantage and for a few different reasons. But it's mostly a media business. Yeah, no worries. All right, so let's go ahead and go over the overall market news today, team. Let's go ahead and do this. Here's the market gap up here. And let's see if we can find any catalyst for today. So I'm going to go ahead and read the ETF preview. And again, this is all quoting from MT Newswires. It says, quote, stock futures turned positive ahead of the opening bell, following reports that U.S. President Donald Trump will announce later in the day a host of measures, including payroll tax cuts, to spur growth amid the COVID-19 outbreak. Oil picked up some, and we can move on to oil here, which is UWT. Oil did pick up some. 11% Tuesday, making the biggest one-day comeback in about 30 years. Market confidence was restored on speculation that coordinated fiscal stimulus and monetary support will be made to ally the panic. Trump also committed to taking major steps to boost the U.S. economy amid the mounting cases of COVID-19 in the country. His statement comes after the U.S. Fed injected funding into the market, and the major economic data for today is the U.S. Red Book, which is a weekly measure of comparable store sales at chain stores, discounters, and department stores, which came out at 8:55 Eastern Time. Which was about 10 minutes ago. The prior week's year-on-year store sales change was 5.9%. Again, we can move on to commodities, with crude being up 11% roughly. The U.S. oil fund is down more than 9%. Natural gas is up 3% roughly, and the U.S. natural gas fund is up about 2%. Gold is down 0.8%, with the Spider Gold Trust being down 0.7%. Silver is up 0.2%. The iShares Silver Trust is up some 0.3%. That's the overall market news. We did get a slight rebound here. We have a few other things that we can look at. One, the New York Fed accepted a $45 billion of $93 billion in bids at a 14-day repo operation. We had a quote that came out from CNBC that said, quote, the White House is not ready to roll out virus economic proposals, and that was from Christian Frommertz. Trump did late yesterday float an idea of payroll tax cuts and other financial relief measures. China's Xi and Wuhan did vow victory over the coronavirus. I don't know what that means. And so we'll see what happens, but that's the news right now that we're getting. I mostly avoided, bro. Yeah, for sure. And Jafar, just to go on the Amazon topic really quick, Jafar says, I did FBA for a while, a lot of hard work. Yeah, for sure. And it's why, like listen, if you're anywhere near a large city, this is how you, like, if you really want to make, thousands of dollars a month, the easiest and simple way for the less amount of money, for the cheapest startup cost, is an Amazon used book business, right? You can turn your phone into a barcode scanner, go to Goodwill, buy a book for $1 that your scanner will tell you how much the lowest price it's selling for online is. So you could scan every book, find books that are worth over $20, buy them for $1 or 50 cents at some thrift shops, list them on Amazon, and immediately make a 200% profit, or a 2,000% profit immediately. And you can do that all day. If you live in a big enough city, you can go from thrift store to thrift store, and if you buy, let's say, 50, if you buy, let's keep it small. If you buy 10 books a day that are worth $20 or more, that you pay for $1, you are making $190 net profit every single day. If you can, and trust me, if you do it all day, you're gonna get way more than 10 books. And so again, a used book business on Amazon is the cheapest way for anybody to start up a business that brings in thousands of dollars a month. Easiest way for sure. Cheapest price. I did it. I did it for a long time, and I still have a huge inventory of books. But the best way is actually to buy a Bluetooth barcode scanner where you can just scan, and you can get your phone to make a noise. So you can get your phone to like ring when it's worth over $20, and you can just scan, and it'll ring every time you do it. That's the cheapest way. Amazon FBA is far more expensive, far more difficult, requires a much bigger learning curve, and is much more risky in my opinion. Yeah, man, and people are like, John, aren't you going to build too much competition? And it's like, no, man, listen, I live in the Houston area. Within the Houston area, you know, there is dozens and dozens and dozens of thrift stores. Like, there is so many thrift stores around here that I could just go to 3 different stores every day, you know, and just bring in bank. And I haven't done that in a while. I haven't had to go out and actually go doing it in a long time because for years I built up a large inventory, so I don't even have to go out anymore. And like I said, I have another Amazon business as well, but that's the cheapest way. Somebody's asking me about Gush, which is looks like an oil ETF, right? Just an oil ETF. Do you ever read the books you buy? All the time, man. All the time. And listen, it might sound like it's like a small-time business. I'll put it this way, right? I have sold books that are worth over $1,000. I really have. I've sold books that are worth over thousands of dollars. I've sold books. I sell books regularly that are worth hundreds of dollars that I buy for 50 cents. I might buy a book for $1, 50 cents that is worth $100 plus, and I immediately make a huge margin on that book, and it's super easy. You know, like I said, that's the simplest way if you want to make thousands of dollars a month easily. It's the highest percentage play because if you do it and you do it the right way, you're going to make money doing that for sure. People underestimate how much physical books are actually worth sometimes, and you know, that's the way to do it. Easiest way for sure. But yeah, it depends on what oil does today, guys. We'll see. Like I said, we got Oxy here, which is Occidental Petroleum Corporation. I can look up the news on this one. I don't think I have yet. Yeah, Gush is 3 times leveraged ETF. Okay, so yeah, it's just doing what oil's doing, which oil is up today. This is an oil company as well. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read Dow Jones Newswire's report on oil. It says, quote, energy stocks enjoyed a broad and sharp bounce in pre-market trading Tuesday as crude oil futures rallied 9.2% after the previous session's 24.6% drubbing. The Spider Energy Select, which is XLE, shot up 8.9% ahead of the open after tumbling 21.1% yesterday. Among the biggest early gainers, shares of Occidental Petroleum Corporation, which is OXY, rocketed 30%. Apache Corporation, which is APA, pushed up 21%. MRO soared up a little bit less than 20%. And elsewhere, shares of ExxonMobil, which is XOM, jumped up a little bit less than 10%. And Chevron climbed 6.6%. This bounce in energy stocks comes as futures for the Dow Jones rallied 1,035 points. And so yeah, oil's up today, guys. That's the big news. Alright, we got Mitch in here. Yo, what's up, Mitch? You there, bro? Let me see. Let me get Mitch up here. There we go. This should work. Alright, team. We got about 14 minutes until the bell. Let's do this today, guys. Hey, buddy. What you doing, bud? you don't need to be on stream, man. Here. Alright, here. Come on. Get out of here. Alright, I love you. Here. Get out of here. Here, go play. Alright. Is Mitch here, or just can I not hear him? Yo, what's up, Mitch? You there, bro? Nah, I don't think he's here. What's up, Chris? Alright, so we'll see what the SPY does today. Like I said, I live in the US. I want the market to go up. I don't know what the market's going to do today. A lot of people apparently think it's going to drop. I think this is actually a glitch in Thinkorswim. But I want the market to go up, guys. I don't want the market to go down. I don't want the market to crash. I don't want the market to fail. I'd like the market to go up. And so I hope it does. But we'll see. We also have cannabis stocks slightly following up the market here. And so I'll watch cannabis stocks again today. We'll see what we get. Yeah, maybe so, Tani. He wants to trade. Yeah, for sure. What's up, El Commando? What's up, bro? We'll see what we get today, but yeah, CGC's up. Someone else posted that the day after every Black Friday in the last 66 years always went up. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's Black Monday. But yeah, we'll see. What's up, the best? What's up, Mambo? What's up, Mambo Commander? What's up, bro? Everybody's getting high since they're stressed. Yeah, not here, you know. What's up, El Commando? What's up, brother? The Mambo Commander. What's up, bro? Alright, but yeah, guys, I'm looking at CGC, I'm looking at Roku, I'm looking at AMD, which is just following the overall market, looking at MU, AMRN, Tron, CGC, gonna look at Oxy, which is oil, and that's about it. We'll see what else we get today. Like I said, a lot of stuff is just following the overall market, which is rebounding this morning. We closed at 274, and we are currently at, or we opened at 274 this morning, and we closed at 274, sorry, and then we are currently at 284, so we are up about $10 in the SPY. In the S&P 500, we're not going to get any moves until the open, but we'll see. But, you know, pretty serious drops lately. Alright, guys, we got 9 minutes, team. Let's do this. My Spanish might be a little bit rusty, but you say beginner trading is new Mambo talent? Sorry if that's wrong. In between, good morning, I'm late. What's up, Raul? What's up, brother? John, would you recommend a 401k or a Roth IRA? If you have a job, I would recommend a 401k. If you have a consistent job that you plan on staying in, if you're self-employed, I would get an IRA, obviously. So we'll see. You all right, buddy? All right. Hey, good luck, Nathan. Oh, sorry, brother. Lil Phone says OVV for $100 investment at the open. Sell at the next peak, or is that a bad idea? I have no idea. I don't want to tell you the wrong answer. I don't know which way that one's gonna head. Why today high float for small caps? I mean, the market's moving up, which is dragging most other stuff up. We just, the most of the catalysts are small for today. You know, we have some coronavirus stocks like NVAX, which is ripping up here. But, you know, for the most part, it's a little bit duller of a day. I mean, obviously, we have the market moving up, you know, in pre-market, and let's hope that continues. And then most stocks are just following that market move, like AMD's up, MU's up, Quan's up, CGC's up, Tesla is up. And so most stocks are actually just following the overall market, which again has been moving up. You know, you got Ford moving up, and so most stocks are just following the overall market, you know, except for like coronavirus stocks, which are like NVAX. We got AYTU, which is like a big penny stock mover, and so we do have some like penny stocks that are moving, most of them in the coronavirus sector. But again, the SPY is up in pre, and most stocks are kind of following that up to a certain extent. If you held short since Friday, would you get out now, or do you think it should be held this week? I have no idea, bro. I'm not much of a swing trader. I don't usually hold stocks overnight, and so I have no idea. I don't want to say, yeah, get out, and then the market tanks more, or say, no, stay in, and the market runs up. I don't want to tell you the wrong answer. It's not really my style of trading. I'm mostly a short-term day trader. Hey, do I have a Momo scanner? Yeah, sure, I got you. Here you go. I'm going to put one up closer to the bell. I guess I could put it up now. So yeah, so I'm going to put this up anyway. And so yeah, here's the new daily highs. Here the high of the day, Momo. Here's the massive volume and low flow. VWAP fade up in the last 5 minutes. That's what I got right now. What's up, Nicholas?
Yo, yo, yo.
Well, what's up, man? Max Chesnoff just got trade ideas and can't find a Momo scanner. I got you, bro. I'll send you one. What's up, Mitch?
What's up, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling. You know, hanging out. Oh wait. Let me see. Sorry. Here, I'm gonna send you one right now. Here you go. Hey, go to this link. Who asked that? Max. Go to this link, bro. That's a high of the day Momo scanner. There you go. Hey, John. So what's your game plan for the day? I'm gonna wait and see what the market does. Mitch is more so the guy to do the candle analyzation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all the French I know. Oui. You know, that's all the French I know. I don't know any French, man. I personally only use the VWAP, Nathan. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Andre. Thanks for the sub, bro. I appreciate it. Most of the time, gaps above 70% get dumped. Yeah, for sure, certainly. And that's what we talk about. Like we've done a few different videos on gaps. Most of the time, if you get a big gap, it's gonna crash like that. At least short term. I'm not saying it's not gonna rebound eventually, but at least short term, most of the time, we're gonna get a dump. Now we'll see if that happens with the overall market. But you know, we'll see. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes, team. 3 minutes. Let's do this. Do I speak French? No, I don't. I do not. What's up, Mitch?
What's up, man? Just trying to even look at some charts. I'm relatively really late to the market. Haven't really done any news search, so
yeah, no stress.
Definitely late to the party.
The only German words I know were curse words. That's it. I don't know any actual German. I know curse words in German, and that's it. You know. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Will. What's up, bro? I appreciate it. Alright, guys. Alright, bro. Market's back up today, man. Alright, guys. We got a minute. 1 minute.
It's just a bounce.
Yeah.
Just a pullback. Move from 300 to 270. And then it pulls back, what? 75% of the move. And it starts coming back down. It's measured pullbacks, guys. Go lay down. The pets are being tough today for sure.
Alright, guys, we got 40 seconds. What's up, Ray Ray? Do you trade off the 1 minute or 5 minute chart? Mostly 1 minute. It all depends, but mostly the 1 minute. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Before the bell, guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Right now we got 41 likes. We got 260 people in here roughly, so hit that like button if you haven't already. Click the bell. Show your support for what we do here. What's up, JK? Yeah, good luck, bro. What's up, Todd? What's up, man? Alright, guys, here's the bell. 5 seconds. Let's do it. Here it is. Alright, S&P is up to follow the SPY. I didn't change my clock last weekend. It was daylight savings time, bro. So yeah, that's what it is. It's just daylight savings time, man. What's up, Buzz? Good morning, brother. AMD down a little bit. Like I said, I'm watching the market right now. SPY is down. Really in a little pretty tight range, about a what, a 70-80 cent range. But the Dow Jones is up, so we'll see. AMD's dropping some. What's up, Law from Hong Kong? What's up, brother? Alright, so a little bit of bounce in AMD. Kind of watching it. Like I said, I'm going to wait a little while, though, until I really start trading. I can put Mitch up if he's planning on trading some. Alright, so market's up, SPY's up, S&P's moving up. We'll see how far it goes. Dow Jones is up. AMD's pulling back a little bit, but don't want to short into market strength. Yeah, it's delayed by a little bit less than that, but all Trade Ideas streams are, and if they're not, they're either going to get banned or they're lying. Like I said, they're all delayed by about a minute or so. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Arsh. Welcome to the team, man. I appreciate it. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button, click the bell. We got 54 likes. We got 275 people here, so hit that like button, guys, if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you want to help support us, too, and you have not already. SPY's kind of sideways. Hey, what's up? What's up, S? I appreciate the sub, brother. Welcome to the team, man. Thanks, bro. Looks like natural gas is up. Let's see what oil's doing. Oil's kind of sideways for now. Alright, SPY is turning a little bit here. Testing lows now. Oil is coming down a little bit. I think it's kind of dragging the market down some. Market broke lows, at least the SPY did. S&P is just pulling back a little bit.
Sorry, I'm quiet, guys. I'm not really seeing much. They're matching my patterns, so I'm not trying to call anything out. I don't see anything. Maybe thinking about long in CGC if it starts getting a ramp here, but there's 19,000 shares going through at $13.99.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. Maybe if AMD or MU pulls back, I'll take a little position while we wait. But SPY breaking lows, coming down. S&P falling down a little bit. Roku pulling back some. AMRN down.
All right, probably gonna long CGC here. It keeps rejecting off that 13.95. I'm gonna take a shot here.
So we all ditch the stock market and invest in gold. Hey man, do you, bro? I don't know if I'm gonna join you, but you know.
All right, looking for a pullback to add here. Up there now to 1420s.
Lots of halts this morning. Yeah, man, it's a dangerous market for sure. Watching this morning, don't really trust it from yesterday. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna wait and see what we get, but you know, how many screens do I use? 3 large screens. I have 27-inch, 27-inch, 34 ultra wide in the middle that you guys see right here. Mitch has a way cooler setup than me though. So Mitch has got, I think Mitch has 3 as well, but his are vertical, and so they look way cooler.
Gonna sell most of my position here as it breaks through 40. Let's see if it gets up there. I have an order out to sell at 40.
Yeah, that's the real move, Lester. Investing in toilet paper. That's the real move right now.
I don't even understand that.
I don't either, dude. What are they gonna do? Fend off attackers with toilet paper, bro? I don't get it.
I
Man.
just don't even get it. Like, what do? You poop 10 times a day, and you need to make sure that you're gonna have something to clean your butt.
Right, toilet paper.
Jump in the shower, bro.
Right, toilet paper is the last thing I want right now. I don't care. Like toilet, if it comes down to it, I'll figure it out with that. You know
I'm
what
jumping
I mean?
in the shower, bro. If it comes down to it.
If it really boils down to it, I'll figure that out, man. That's not what I'm really concerned about. I'm more so concerned about not even food, but like antibiotics is what I'm really worried about. You know. Medicines.
Yeah. No, that seems more like a concern that seems
right. That's more practical.
like it could be true, you know.
Right. People just get weird, man, and they just start raging out.
Like I even understand the hand sanitizer. I do not anywhere near understand the toilet paper.
Toilet paper, man, it's just kind of like y'all are just petty right now. You know what I mean? Like fighting over toilet. You saw some lady like rip something out. Old ladies, you know. I just feel bad, man. It's just petty, man. There's people over there in those stores who are just petty right now. You know.
All right, guys, gonna probably try to add into this.
We got JF over there being desperate to be negative, bro. Come on now, man. You know, if you don't like it, get out of here. You know.
Always gonna be a hater.
He's mad we're talking about toilet paper. Like people hate on us for everything, man. He's like, I can't believe you talked about toilet paper. What, man? Get out of here, dude. Like,
no stress, man. Just go wipe it.
Right. Hey, it's hilarious. Like people get so insecure and like just weird. They just get so weird, man. You know, I was talking about a comment we had yesterday, and he's like, the comment was like, yeah, you guys are acting like y'all are 20-year veterans. I can't believe you guys. And I was sitting there, I was like, no, we're really not. I was like, number one, you don't have to be a 20-year veteran to like teach people your way of trading. Number two is that we almost always preface it with like, hey dude, we are not experts. Probably more than anybody else on YouTube, we are like, hey, we are not experts. What do I say? If somebody asks me, hey, should I buy this stock, or hey, should I sell? My answer is almost always, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. And so in the end, like I told the dude yesterday, like some people are just insecure, man. They're insecure maybe because we have a following and they don't. They're insecure because they lost some money in the market. Regardless of any of it, don't be a hater, guys. You know what I mean? Like be real. Like don't be a hater, you know? Like find something else to do. Like that's not a proper way to relief.
Okay, looking interesting.
Oh yeah, I think JB nailed LK overnight. He said he bought like 3,000 shares overnight. Oil getting hammered? Have I read the book Everybody Poops? I have not. It sounds like a brilliant read though. Oil getting hit. Let me see. Yeah, oil's down. Let me see if I can get in on AMD on this little bounce here. What's the... I don't know. The VWAP's up there at 90s. I'm about 16 cents away from the VWAP. Well, I mean, maybe I got a little shot here.
Not to make fun of it, but there's countries that don't even have toilet paper.
Right, for sure. Toilet paper is like it's not a practical thing to freak out about. You know what I mean? Like, cause like us as humans, like if we really need to do the deed, we're gonna do it. Doesn't matter if we have toilet paper or not. You know what I mean? And so like that's the last thing you should really be worried about right now. Plus, I mean, you could use anything for toilet paper. Let's be honest. But it is what it is. People freak out over dumb stuff. Old boy that got mad at me probably has been stockpiling toilet paper for years, you know, and now he's mad.
The real question is, Charmin Ultra?
Right.
Angel Soft?
Oh, dude, my wife makes me have the super soft toilet paper, and if I buy the wrong, like, me, I'm cheap. You know what I mean? I go to the store, I'm trying to save money. I'm not trying to spend all this money on toilet paper, and toilet paper is expensive, by the way. If I buy the wrong toilet paper, my wife freaks out on me, you know? she gets mad at me, you know.
John, what you do?
Right. She's like, oh, you're so cheap. I'm like, I know, you know.
I know.
I know, man. I know. It's
My boy, I know.
You know, I know. Man. What do you want me to do? You know, maybe I should have shorted AMD there. You know. Look, Cody says, I've heard you say we are not experts or not comment on stocks you are unsure of. I think your live stream is entertaining and filled with good info. I appreciate you, man. Hey, brother, we appreciate you too, man. Like I said, we get so many haters, dude. And like I said, most of them, if I'm being objective, are just insecure because we have a following for whatever reason. But so it feels good to, we appreciate the support, bro. We really do, you know. The way I see it, you've been making mistakes for a year and figured out a way around them so I can avoid them. Yeah, for sure. Have you read the book? Yeah, I gotta check that one out, bro.
Alright, guys. Oh my god. Puppies today.
I probably should have shorted AMD. I was talking about it. You guys heard me talk about it, but like I said, I'm a big wimp. You know?
Oh man, tough day.
Puppy talk.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing people don't realize about puppies, right? And I'm not even saying, I know you were ready for it and you knew, but like, puppies are work, man. The puppies are work.
It's like having a kid.
Right, 100%. And puppies are no joke. I've raised puppies, specifically labs, most of my childhood, right? And they are tons of work. You will not get sleep. They will keep you up all night crying if you don't, you know, let them hang out with you. If you put them in like a kennel, they'll scream and scream. Puppies are work, man.
Yeah, 100%, man. Alright guys, as this breaks out here, I'm going to go ahead and take 100 off, take half of it off for the momentum move, and then let the rest of it work.
John has a great, brilliant question here. He says, are you a folder or a water? Me personally, I'm a folder, you know. But I respect waters too. I'm not mad at waters, but I'm a folder myself, you know. You know.
I tried to take that serious.
Right. Hey, I was being serious about it, you know. I'm a folder, man. I'm a folder. I got to keep it, you know, organized in there, you know.
Yo, keep it folder, yo. Right. Keep it folder.
I got to keep it organized, sir, you know.
See if we get this push up here.
And listen, JF, I'm sorry I put you in timeout, bro. I'm sorry, man. Like I said, sometimes Mitch and I don't trade the first 30 minutes of the market. And so sometimes you'll hear me talk about, you know, random stuff. Most of the time I'm just trying to kill time, so I don't take a trade right now because I trade later on. Mitch trades the open. And so my bad for putting you in timeout, bro. You gotta be a little bit more chill, man. Like, we like having you here, dude, but you just gotta be chill, man. You know, sometimes we're gonna talk about other stuff, you know. I find your channel very helpful, especially because I'm new at this and trying to absorb info from everywhere. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Alright, this is going to come down. Probably should have taken some profit there in the 30s, but keep trying to get the 40 breakout. It's not giving it to me. Maybe I'm just going for 3-to-1 when I should nail the 2-to-1, but I'm just going to stick to it right now.
Don't you get a lot of fake outs when trading the 1 minute? Sometimes. It just depends, man. Every strategy is going to be a little bit different. I've kind of built strategies around fake outs and around probabilities with fake outs. And that's where I come up with like the rebound bounce, which is taking advantage of a rebounded fake out, and the fake out fade, which is self-evident in the name and self-explanatory, which is taking advantage of a faked out VWAP fade that comes right back down. And so I can kind of trade around the fake outs, and I built strategies around them myself, Tar. But again, everybody's different. Some people are going to prefer the 5 minute, and it really, like, I'm a short-term day trader, and so most of my trades are very short, and so with that, like if you're scalping and trading short-term trades, the 1 minute might be a little bit more favorable, where if you're planning on holding for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, the 5 minute might be favorable. And so it really is dependent on the length of time you're planning on trading. What's up, Jarvie?
All right, guys, let's take a shot. Let's go for it. All right, guys, immediately as this breaks the high of the day here, I want to go ahead and take off 200. I added right now for the momentum push here for the breakout. Now I definitely need to hold to that low. Want this to go ahead and push on out here. Set myself up for the breakout. See if it breaks out here.
That's good, man. I like that one. Trading is a very singular experience. The topic of other people's convos, their opinions, their choice in trades has nothing. Yeah, for sure, 100%. It's all a very subjective experience. But listen, guys, I love you guys. You know what I mean? I don't mean to ban people. Sometimes people post the same thing over and over again, or people are too crude. I gotta ban them. But you know, I love the community we build. I really do. You know.
All right, guys, order out here to sell at 40s. There you go, 40s on the ask. Let's see if we can get filled there. There you go. Boom, 200 filled there. Now we still got 100 left. We put the stop on and try to let this work up here, maybe 60, 50 cents here from our entry here. So that would be 66 for 50 cents. So let's see if we can get above 50s and then get a little push closer towards 60 and we'll take profit. Next level I would really like to see get touched. It's going to be up here to these pre-market levels. It can go up to 450s, then 475s.
Looks good, man.
So resistance at 45, and then after that 75. Here's that 45 slow down for a little bit. Let's see if we can get a ramp to the 50s, get up there in the 60. Now, no matter what, guys, if it gets to 16, we have to get out. So we just let it keep working. Try to maximize the extension through the resistance. This is going to be my one and done trade for the day, guys. Been having a tough morning, so just want to go ahead and practice that nail and bail mentality. Focus, find the right trade that you want to take, a good setup. Don't stress so much on if it's going to work or not. Just focus on finding the right setup and the one that you want to approach. Take it with the right risk management, nail it, and bail.
Get on out of there, man. Yeah, that's the right move.
Now, some traders need to understand that some traders can trade all day and some traders can't. You know, it doesn't mean that you're any worse trader. It just means that your strategies just don't work for the afternoon or the less volatile time. But if you can nail the open, then that's more than fine. And just nailing the open, trying to nail one or two stocks, make maybe one, two, maybe maximum, I think 3 trades right out the open and see what you get, you know, taking a measured approach and come in every single day with the right approach. I think that will work out a lot more often than trying to trade all day and figure out strategies all day and then realize what you're doing is you're just killing your mathematical advantage that you're working on.
Yep. All right, so we're getting a pop-up in oil. We're getting a pop-up in AMD as well.
There you go, through 46. We got a little wick through that level, and I got 6,000 shares, almost 15,000 shares to sell there at 45 and 44. So let's see if we get that lift through 50.
All right, so we got oil's popping up to 130s. Market's coming with it to a certain extent.
LK looks strong, guys. I think bouncing back with a big green bar there. There you go, 49s. And Puppy is bored today. She will not sleep. One of those days.
Yeah, man. They happen for sure. I miss having a puppy, man. When my wife was pregnant with my son, we went to the pound to adopt a puppy. And, like, I've raised dogs all my life. My wife hasn't. And so, we go to the pound. I try to pick out, like, a nice, like, 3-year-old dog that's, like, calm and chill and, like, not a puppy. Because I know puppies will work, man. I know puppies will work. And so we go to the pound, and right before we leave, they pull out these little terrier puppies. And naturally, my wife's like, oh, it's so cute, it's so cute. And so we end up getting this terrier puppy. I honestly still feel bad to this day because we didn't get the other dog. And naturally, we bring this terrier puppy home. My wife's pregnant. And he starts, like, eating her clothes and scratching our door and, like, chewing on our furniture and keeping her up at night. And she's like, oh, my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I tell her, I'm like, look, this is what puppies do, man. This is what puppies do. And, eventually she couldn't deal with it. Now he lives with my dad in Louisiana. And I still see him on holidays and stuff. But puppies are work, man. You don't realize. Puppies are way more work than, like, a grown-up adult dog.
Yeah. 100%.
Way more,
Alright guys, just trying to see if the momentum's going to continue here. Don't want to let it reverse all the way down again. So trying to see if the momentum wants to continue through the 50. It should continue through. So if it pulls back here, I'll probably just cut it at 45s. It should rip through the 50 here. Got enough volume up there. Could just be sellers getting out.
Ooh, man, I was in a little trade on a...
There you go, 53s. It's not holding up. Let's see what happens. Alright, possibly could pull back to the high of this 36. We're not going to allow it to. So we're going to keep it. You see right there. There's that quick pullback. That's what I was kind of concerned about, but I wasn't ready on the sell button.
Alright, I nailed a quick little $20 trade, $18, $19 trade on AMD with just a few hundred shares. I might short into it on a bounce up, but it was just a quick scalp. I'm leaving Mitch up because he's in a much bigger trade. But just got into a little scalp on AMD. We'll see what else we can find today.
Want to pop back above 45s. Anything below this, I'm just going to have to take the profit that I have. Give myself a chance for this to break out.
Cody's asking, how long do you live stream? Or no, how often do you live stream? New sub to your channel? Every weekday. Every weekday. I think we've missed 1 or 2 days in the last year. So every single weekday. We got 320 people here, guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already. We got 76 likes. We need 24 more to hit our $100 like goal. So hit that like button. What's up, John? You look bored as heck. Actually, I just got out of a trade, brother. I just got out of a trade. I made a little $20. I made a little bit of money today. Today, I'm actually more interested in the market than I was yesterday. Yesterday, I was scared. Today, I'm just kind of hanging out, waiting for some setups. But I'm not bored. I'm enjoying myself. All right, so oil got rejected, coming back down. SPY getting rejected, S&P getting rejected a little bit too. We'll see.
All right, guys, these 35s don't hold, and I immediately get out. There you go. Just take the profit, guys.
Yeah, green's good, brother.
Take that $60. Not gonna let it come back to VWAP. Not a bad trade.
Yeah, good trade, bro.
I'm gonna watch. Okay.
Not bad with a few hundred shares,
Yep, not bad at all.
I'm thinking about shorting into AMD here. I gotta watch the overall market. I'm watching oil. SPY heading back up a little bit. Good thing about AMD is that I could use that 4504, 4506 level as my risk, and so my risk would be about 20 cents, maybe 15 cents if I get in at 90. And I'm up 18. I could use, that'd be about break even on the day if it didn't work. Watching SPY and oil at the same time.
Watching LK, possible squeeze here.
We're getting a
How's
bounce.
the overall market?
Yeah. Market is bouncing back up, testing the VWAP right now.
Yep. Holding support at 281.71.
Walmart, JB. AYTU. Oh, yeah, today's trash day, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go.
Go for it.
All right, I made it. Whew, man.
And LK squeezed up there, but never gave me a chance to enter. So.
Nice and a
I
try.
had a feeling LK was going to squeeze a little bit.
Hey, I appreciate the sub, Cruz. We need 9 more likes, guys. Hit that like button one more time for us if you appreciate the free content. Like I said, we are not experts or gurus here. We just teach you guys what works for us, what doesn't work for us, let you guys learn from our mistakes and what we do well. And so hit that like button if you appreciate our free content here. We day trade live every weekday morning for free right here on YouTube. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not already.
Ooh, Square. Look at Square.
Yeah.
It's just so low. It's kind of hard to fade it here.
Oil pulling back a little bit. MU's right there too. I like MU a little bit more because I could use that high of that big wick up there at 70 as my risk. I'm a battered husband, Jay. I'm a battered husband, bro. You know. buy with the VWAP bounce. We'll see. We'll see. It's up there. It looks more like a fade. It's been maintaining a downtrend most of the day. Hey,
Another one
Dave?
getting up there to VWAP is Space. Space has a great range today.
Jay's asking, do I trade the opening range? No, not anymore, really. Sometimes I do, but it's been a while. I mostly trade a few kind of unique strategies to Mitch and I, which we call fake out fades and rebound bounces, similar to VWAP fades and bounces with a subtle difference in them. So that's mostly what I stick with. My best trade so far today is no trade. Hey, sometimes that's the right thing, Tiny.
Yeah, 100%. Has to match exactly what you're looking for. If not, don't chase things.
Right. Yeah, just to show you.
Space looking like a squeeze, guys. Just to call that one out, I'd be careful on a fade on that one.
Yeah, just to show you guys what the overall market is doing. Market is recently pushed above the VWAP here. And this is going to drag a lot of other stocks up. And so when you see this cross right here on the VWAP, that's going to drag a lot of other stocks up. I think the interesting level to watch with the overall market is this opening range right here at 284. I think that's a really interesting level to see if it breaks over that. If we extend that to the left, we do see some confirmation in pre-market here at that level. And so I think that's a really interesting level to watch right here. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at right now.
Alright, guys.
Go ahead.
I'm going to take a small risk here. Really small risk in Square. The reason why I'm taking a really small risk here is the risk to reward is so massive here. I'm only going to end up risking about 20 cents here. And the potential gain is $1. So what is that, guys? That's a 5 to 1. I'll take that anytime.
Yeah, so those are the breakdowns of the two strategies. Who was asking? Nathan. The difference is a VWAP bounce is when a stock is maintaining above the VWAP, right? So let me see if I can find one. CGC is a pretty good one. Mitch took earlier. So VWAP bounce is when a stock is above the VWAP. You see this? It's when the stock is above the VWAP, pulls back to it, and then bounces off of that. You know, that's a VWAP bounce. And so, like, if you plan to enter long on that pullback to the VWAP, you know, it's a pretty good risk reward trade. But yeah, that's a VWAP bounce. A VWAP fade is when a stock's underneath the VWAP, pulls back to it, and then gets rejected, and it's a short strategy. And so they're all a little different.
All right, guys, might need to stop out here above 23s.
Oh, my bad.
We'll see if we get it.
What's up, Javier? Hey, I appreciate the sub, bro. Thank you, man.
All right, hand on the trigger to get out. Out. Rejected really fast there. Maybe just got wicked out, but not going to test it. Took the small risk of it coming right back down and being a big fade here. And if it pops up a little bit above that risk level, I'm not going to hold it. I'll get out in the day here. Not a bad day at the end. About $40 up on profits. I'll go ahead and I can get out of here with that.
Yeah, good trading. Good trading day, bro. You know.
Yep. Especially with all the things that I've had going on. So I'm just really trying to work on more focus, guys. That's what sometimes you need to work on.
Yeah, I feel you.
Sometimes it's not necessarily about going for trades, because especially right now in a high volatile time, you think, hey, well, there's all this money that I'm leaving on the table. And you can't have that mentality. The only thing you can have a mentality is to come in with the right strategy and try to nail that strategy. And once you do, or once you feel that it's not working anymore, get on out. Because it's not necessarily about just swinging for every opportunity that's out there.
Yep. Gas pushing up, or oil. looking at AMRN. I gotta see where that previous closing price is. Ah, there it is. Yeah, that makes sense. So we got a few double bottoms right at that previous close. But at this point, SPY's pushing up, S&P is pushing up, UWT, which is oil, is pushing up, and so I'm not gonna short anything right now.
Yeah, I still like Square, but I'm gonna just get on out of here, guys. It's past my 10 o'clock time. I'm gonna get out of here.
How do you find such stocks with trade ideas? I have a range of stocks that I watch. You out of here, brother? My bad.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
If not, Square's gonna get me. I want a trader again. That's why. I know me.
Yeah, for sure.
I know me. I especially when I see the pattern reject like that. You know, it gets enticing.
Yeah, well, just close it down, bro. Close it down then. You know?
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Spice pushing up there over the VWAP. I had a feeling that one wasn't gonna fade because it was just moving back way too fast with no volume. AMD pushing above. Yeah, I'm seeing strong start getting strong a little bit. What I would want to see is just the SPY can break 285s.
Let's break the market.
Dog for the day. Not bad.
Okay. Yeah, LK's ripping up with everything else. SPY's moving up, gas, S&P, or oil, S&P, and so I'm waiting. Gas took a little bit of a turn down. So the guy you're talking to does the opening bell and you get an idea of what's going well from that? No. Mitch and I trade a little bit different. We don't trade exactly the same. I don't use, Mitch trades the opening. I trade a little bit later on. And the reason I trade a little bit later on is because with my style of trading, the strategies are waiting for a trend confirmation, right? So somebody else is asking me, I only use one indicator. I'm using the VWAP here. And to really understand the VWAP, you have to understand it's an intraday trend indicator, right? So it tells you what the intraday trend of that stock is, what the current trend on that day, short term is of the stock, right? So, basically to put AMD into perspective here, for a little while the stock was maintaining a downward intraday trend. When it pushed up above this purple line here, it actually changed trends, and now it's technically in an upward intraday trend on a short-term basis, or at least it's trying to. I would say it doesn't really change trends until it breaks this high of the day here, but right now it's sideways because it's kind of chopping over to the VWAP, not really doing too much. And to give you a little bit better example here, I can show you guys. Let me find one. I'll just probably scroll back with AMD. All right, so here's a good one. So you can see on this day, which was yesterday on AMD, what did AMD do most of the day? AMD maintained above this purple line, and you could actually see how well AMD respected the VWAP here. Look how well this thing followed the VWAP. It just respected it. Every time it pulled back, it bounced and confirmed that upward short-term intraday trend. And so you can see it bounced here off the VWAP, bounced here off the VWAP, bounced here off the VWAP, reversed, and then bounced back above the VWAP. And so what we got here with AMD is we have it confirming that upward intraday trend, that bullish trend on an intraday basis. And so my strategies mostly revolve around stocks that are confirming a trend and that are maintaining a trend. And if a stock isn't maintaining a trend, my strategies aren't going to work as well. So like really choppy days when stocks are crossing over and under the VWAP and they're not really maintaining above or below it are going to be less favorable days for my style of trading. And so the reason I trade a little bit later is that usually stocks will kind of eventually start picking a trend after I wait a certain amount of time. Not always. Sometimes they pick trends better in the morning, but with my style of trading and the strategies I use, they just seem to work a lot better after I let the stock follow through and, go within a certain trend later on in the day. So I basically give the stock a little bit longer to pick a trend and maintain a trend, and that's why I trade a little bit later on in the day, where Mitch is a lot of the time trading the same style of strategies, but he's trading a little bit more momentum based strategies where he's getting a little bit earlier, trying to ride up the momentum. And if that works for him, and that's good, you know what I mean? We don't have to trade the same. We can trade completely differently, and it doesn't mean either one of us is wrong. We just have our own style, that it is what it is. But point is that I'm waiting a little bit later on so stocks can maintain trends a little bit better. Mitch is trading momentum at the beginning, and it's working well for him. So the end, like I said, we just do what works. I stick with what works for me. You know what I mean? I go with what works for me. Try to ignore everything else.
Yeah, one thing I would tell you guys to check out is we just put out a video recently on how you can really improve your trading really fast, change your stats up, and really get back to what's good for you. A lot of traders get in this point where they just don't realize what's going wrong. What's going wrong could be a lot of things, guys. You really have to take a look back at your trading and see if your stats are matching your approach. I think that's one of the most important things of trading. If your stats don't match your approach, then you're doing something wrong and you need to figure out what it is. So one of the main things is a lot of times it has to do with timing. You're not listening to the patterns that you're trading. Another things that can happen is that you're just not sticking to the plan. There's three major things that we explained in that video that happened to a lot of traders. And I think, sometimes it might seem simple, but you really, really need to start looking at your stats and seeing if your stats actually match your approach, because that means your execution's on point.
Right.
And timing is a lot of it in trading. So, I do better at the open, John does better late, and that has to do with timing. Timing is a lot of trading, and if you don't understand the timing of your trades, then a lot of the times what ends up happening is you get stopped out for no reason, and you're confused on what's going on. What it is that you're not capturing the right time frame.
Right, for sure. All right, so we did get a rejection on MU below the VWAP here. I might start to scale into it. Depending here, and I would just risk off of 75, so my risk would be about 5 cents here. I gotta be careful though, because the market's bouncing back, and I'm actually watching oil really closely today, and so we'll see. But I am looking at MU now. It's a long wait to see VWAP bounces. How do you figure that out? I think patience. I think trading is all about patience. There's a famous quote. It's not going to be verbatim what the quote is, but the quote goes something like, money is not made in trading. Money is not made during the trading. It's actually made during the waiting. And I think it's a very valid quote. And so I just wait for my setup. And if I don't see my setup, I don't take it. But yeah, I'm just waiting for my setup here. I don't always see it. And it doesn't always work, but it works much more. Like I said, if you go back in time and you watch every live stream in the last, 4 months, and you tally up how many times I ended the day green versus red, I'm going to end the day green, I would say at least 60-65% of the time at least. And so the strategies certainly work. It's just about, you're going to get small time, short term variance. But in the end, I just got to wait for them to present themselves. And that's part of trading in general. Yeah, I think that, everybody's a little bit different, Jeremy. Some people attack the open, some people wait. But yeah, I feel the same. And I'm watching the SPY right now because the SPY is kind of sideways. Like I said earlier, the VWAP kind of tells you the intraday trend. And when a stock is like this, like look at the SPY right now. It's slowly pushing up. If we look at a 5-minute chart, we'll see that the stock crossed below the VWAP, put in a low, crossed above the VWAP, put in a high, and now it's pulling back from there. And so we'll see what happens here, but I'm going to wait and let the market fill out a little bit.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and take a second here. If you guys want to go ahead and use the platform that John and I use on these streams, go ahead and check out TradeNet, guys. It's a solid, high-quality platform. What it really does is it gives you a funded account package that lets you day trade as much as you want. I know too many traders are out there trying to get outside of the PDT rule, so definitely check out TradeNet. It gives you that cheap commissions, an ability to short stocks, plus you get access to the chat room. I've seen mirrors make up to 100,000 on that chat room. So yeah, that's a really professional chat room that you get that free access to by getting the package. Another thing that you get is also a legit trading course. Too many people are trying to get the most bang of the buck and then going to kind of platforms that don't even really support you. That's what we really use TradeNet for, guys. We really feel that the strengths really support the beginner trader, especially with the chat room, the demo account, the trading course, and also cheap commissions. You're going to be able to trade the strategies that you can trade, and also you have a $700 max loss for an account that you can get for less than $400. There's no PDT rule and a 70-30 split. Of course, they're going to want you to split a little bit of profits. Really, the big thing about this is at the end of the day, guys, what you need to do is start showing your profitability, get that profits out. And once you go ahead and you can make your money, then you can take your account swings with an American day trading account, 25,000. That's what you eventually want to get to. But for right now, you need to work on process and developing those skills.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, if you're a new trader looking to get started, I think it's the cheapest way. I don't think there's, I think that new traders need to understand that it's like whatever size your first account is, especially in day trading, you're almost certainly going to lose it. So if you make your first account a huge account with like 20,000, 25,000, you're probably going to lose that. Most new traders are going to lose their first account. It doesn't matter what course they take, how long they practice, because it takes a little while to condition your emotions. And I think that's where TradeNet is really beneficial, because it just gives you a much cheaper option. You're risking much less. You're risking $400 essentially. And if you lose that, it's not the end of the world, but it's giving you that experience of trading with a big account that you can actually make money on. And I think in that regard, it actually shines really well. And so there's the link if y'all want to check it out.
All right, SPY heading down there. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I mean, they take 30%, but your max loss is $700, and for $400, man, they're giving you $14,000 in buying power to trade with. And so, yeah, they're going to take a percentage of it because they're giving you a huge amount of buying power. And I don't think it's reasonable to expect them not to be honest. I think that you got to understand, like, it's a business like anything else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to take a percentage of your profits, but for $400, you're getting $14,000 in buying power. You're getting a course, a demo account, access to their chat room, a lot of stuff, shorting ability, a lot of stuff. And so, you got to be reasonable about it. Have a reasonable expectation for it.
Yeah, like I said, guys, it's really something for you to learn your process, develop it, master it. Then you can go ahead and figure out what's going to be the best for you on the profitability side. But this is going to be the best functional account for you because it gives you the most buying power for the smallest amount of risk. Too many people are trying to risk way too much when they get started and not build up their process. That's what we're stressing here, guys. Build up that process, develop with something that can give you strength and not weakness. And then in the long run, then you can go ahead and once you become profitable, you can look for bigger accounts. I think John's account only splits like what is it, 90-10?
I think it's 15.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, I think it's 85-15. I have to go check, but I think it's 85-15. So yeah, it's a much better. The larger packages have a better split. But in the end, no platform is perfect. Like no platform is perfect. They all have their pros and cons, and TAFs is not without that. One of the biggest flaws of TAFs is that you can't trade most penny stocks. It's not really a penny stock platform or broker, and so you do want to understand that. Mostly mid and high caps are what's going to be available in there. Alright, so we are getting a run underneath the VWAP for AMD and MU. We get a bounce on MU. I'm going to short into that. Same thing with AMD, and then I can risk off of roughly 45.10 on AMD if we get a bounce up to 97. But I'm waiting for it.
All right, traders, you guys have a good one. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Later, brother. Is their chart good?
Definitely check out that video, guys. I'm going to put up the link for the video on how you can help your trading. If you guys are having a tough day, sometimes it's better just to call it. Maybe find some good video to get you right back on top of your game.
No fling shot. So technically, you're a contractor trading their account for them. And there's a $700 max loss. And so if you go under $7,000, or if you go under $700 in max losses, then they're going to shut you down automatically, whether it's realized or unrealized. All right, I'm going to take my trade here with AMD. I'm in with 100 shares. Going to scale into this one with a little bit bigger sizing up to 97, if we can. Right, you pay $400, you get to... No, you pay $400 and they let you trade their account with $14,000 in buying power, and then for letting you trade their account, there's a split of 70-30. So like if you make $1,000 in net profit and bring that account from 14K up to 15K, they're going to keep 300, you're going to keep 700. And then if you go under 13,300, which is a $700 loss, they're going to close you down. But it's also going to come with a course and a demo account to practice on for a few weeks, access to their chat room, and a lot of other cool stuff. But yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out of here. Like always, guys, you guys can keep up with us on the Discord. The Discord is how we keep up 24/7. Also, reach out to me if you guys need help, have any other questions. I get questions all the time. Even if you don't want to put it up in the chat and you just want to DM me because you feel it's not the smartest question or you just feel a little shy, hey, reach out to us. We'll get back to you when we can, and we'll keep on helping you guys develop your process.
Yep. I'm going to add a little bit more into AMD here. I'm in with 200 shares now. Like I said, I'll slowly scale into 97 or so. Yeah, but in the end, guys, it's all about having reasonable expectations. Like, people, trading's a very emotional thing, right? And so it's going to get people super emotional. Some people are just going to be unreasonable with it. Like, in the end, like, I think TradeNet's the best for learning and gaining experience as a new trader, where you're not risking thousands of dollars. Like, what does a new trader do, right? A new trader deposits thousands, usually ends up losing that, and it takes a little while for them to understand how to manage their account, right? With TradeNet, you can risk less, so when you lose as a new trader, you're not losing thousands of dollars. You're losing $400, and it does have the potential for you to make money. But again, I think you just gotta have reasonable expectations with it. You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes trading can make people really emotional. And so when traders lose, they want to blame anybody. They want to blame me. They want to blame their platform or their broker. They want to blame their educator. They want to blame whomever, right? And that's just how trading is, because nobody likes to lose money. It's a very emotional thing a lot of the time. And it takes a little while to get used to. And so a lot of times you get new traders that made a bunch of dumb trades that can't be introspective or objective about it. And so they just kind of blame it on whomever, you know, instead of being like, yo, I took a bunch of dumb trades I probably shouldn't have. You know, I need to learn not to do that. They say it's my broker's fault or my platform's fault or it's John's fault because of his strategies or whatever, right? But in the end, it takes a little bit of time to gain that maturity as a trader and realize that you're in charge of your own trading. You know what I mean? You gotta do the right thing, and it takes a while to learn. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. No, it's not Bitcoin, and it's not Bitcoin, and it's not. You're not making a deposit. All right, I'm gonna get out half of my position there. I'm still holding 100 shares here. All right, we're down to 66, looking good. Might take a little bit more off here. 66, boom, got out there. Still holding 50 shares. Gonna let the last little bit work. See if we get a much larger drop here with the overall market. Market's dropping down. This should pull my stock here down as well. I'm just gonna get out there, take my money. All right, so that's 2 green trades today, both on AMD. Hey, I appreciate the sub. D, thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. All right, Justin. Later, bro. Have a good day, man. If you don't practice trading without having a panic attack, are you really practicing? No. I don't know. I guess that's gonna be a subjective answer. All right, market's hitting, coming back down. Maybe I should have held a little bit here, but market is falling here, team. This is the market right now.
Guys, I'm gonna need to run today.
Huh? You took another trade?
What?
I'm gonna throw you up.
I hate doing this, guys. I'm gonna run the mile today. This is not what I should be doing. Sometimes, you know, you definitely listen to what John said. Close that chart down.
Close that chart down, bro. It worked out this time, but it might not have been the right move, you know.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I can tell you guys right now. I'm gonna go torture myself. I'm gonna go run a mile today.
Yeah. It might not be the right move, man.
Let's be smart here. Let's just take half of it off. Put a stop. Stop being stubborn today.
John, over the past 1 month of trading.
Stubborn boy.
Yeah. Hey, green is good though, bro. Green is good. John, over the past 1 month of my trading, I've made $400. Darn, it's your fault. It's all your fault. I'm reporting you to the FEC. I love it. You know, tell the FEC I said, hey. You know.
I'm staying home, guys. I'm staying home. I'm in the bunker, and I ain't going nowhere.
Just for Americans or worldwide? Worldwide, for the most part. Ask them to be sure, but I'm pretty sure it's for everybody. I know people in other countries sign up.
I know it's a bad thing, but don't you? I don't want to go off topic here, but don't you think that the U.S. government should be supporting staying home?
100%.
Like, that's what I don't get. Like, I understand, you know, you don't have the testing, you don't want the market scare, but at the same time, that could save us itself.
Right. 100%. If everybody stayed home, if they put us in a quarantine, everybody, we would be fine. But the problem with that is that that's going to tank the economy because businesses are going to have to close.
That's what they're worried about.
And that's what they care about more than anything is the economy. And so, and that's the real issue is that they're so scared that having to shut down businesses for a week or two or however long is going to negatively affect the economy that they end up just not quarantining people like they really should, and that's the bigger issue.
I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, that is the bigger issue here. And the major concern.
I drink community coffee. Louisiana based.
Bunker filled, got the TP. What's up, Jay? Let's do it. Can we bunker together? Like you put your bunker by my bunker?
Right. Hey, people can
We can
hate on.
Can we make a bunker community?
We could. We could, man. We could charge an entry fee too, you know.
Yeah, yo.
We're gonna think how to profit, you know. But no, people can say whatever they want.
You're in Texas, bro. Let's secede from the United States and start this in Texas.
Yeah, man. Of course, bro. But no, people can say whatever they want. But Mitch and I have had 4 green trades today, no losing trades, and we are not experts here. But it's like to act like we don't know what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like people can say whatever they want. But like I said, you go back and you look at our trades overall. You look at if we ended green every day for the last 4 days. We streamed it all live. You can tally up our accuracy rate, you know.
You know what I always think is, like, if you're gonna look at our stream in a negative way, even though the amount that we show you, I would say find me something that's better, man, because I don't think there's anyone out that's really showing you everything.
Yeah, 100%.
Active order forms.
Nobody.
Like, you guys see my order just sitting there.
Right.
Like, there's not people putting out that.
Yeah, it really boils down to like I said, a lot of the time, like yesterday I criticized like the penny stock gurus in the market, right? I criticized them, and so what do we get right after that? We get a bunch of people like, oh, y'all are acting like y'all are 20 veterans. They're doing that because we're attacking their business model here. We're doing that because we were saying, hey, look, you don't need a guru. Everything out there is publicly available for free already, and that the hardest part of trading is actually conditioning your emotions to make the right decisions. Strategies and patterns are going to change, and all the strategies are available for free. A lot of the time, penny stock gurus will make you think that they have some secret strategy that nobody else knows about, which is absolutely ridiculous. Every strategy's out there for free. You know, every strategy. And so what you're essentially paying for is a convenience fee of organizing it all together. And again, they are going to feel threatened when I say that. When I say that, they're going to feel threatened. I'm threatening their business model, and we're going to consequently get a bunch of their followers over here trying to justify their expense in those courses, saying, oh, y'all aren't veterans, y'all don't know what y'all are talking about. The reality is they probably have paid thousands of dollars on courses, and they desperately need to justify that expense in their mind, and so they just attack us, right? But like Mitch is saying, the reality is, dude, we live stream every single day. We don't live stream pre-market and then close it down and then talk about how much money we made afterwards like everybody else does. We live stream...
Or try to charge you.
Right, or charge you for it. We live stream every day for free. While we are not claiming to be experts, we're not claiming to be gurus. I'm still growing my account as it is, but the reality is we're showing people what it's actually like. I mean, the channel's called Beginner Trading. Like, think about it. It's a community for new traders that is beneficial for new traders. That's all it is, you know?
Yep, that's all we are. And the real key that we always try to tell you guys is to create your own process.
Right.
I can't stress that enough. It's not necessarily copy our process. Let's create what works for you, what matches your personality. Because too many people talk about strategies, but they don't talk about how your personality needs to match that strategy.
Right, for sure. There's our Discord, Claudio. But yeah, your personality is, sometimes your personality is just not going to mesh well with a certain strategy. You might be trading, and no matter how much you try it, even if it's a good strategy, you might fail at it because you got to stick with what works for you. You know what I mean? And everybody's different. Everybody's a little bit different.
All right, guys, taking profits there near the bottom of this first move here. So just wanted to see that 45 break. I could hold down to 66.03, but with 50 shares, that's being greedy, guys. Take the $50. I was already down on the stock $20. I really made $70 on this trade, and that's more than good enough, guys. Take my profit. Get out of here. Don't be greedy.
Right.
Enjoy the day.
Yeah, green is good, bro. You know.
Was able to short square and do what, guys? A long strategy today, a VWAP bounce play. And then this is going to be the VWAP fake out fade. Yes, I lost on my first fade, but I took the fake out fade, and that's really what happened here, guys. 3 attempts to break down below VWAP. You could short on the bounces to VWAP, or you could take it on the breakdown of the VWAP with the resistance above.
Right. Yeah, somebody
But the
brought up a
coolest
good
part
point,
is long and short, guys. You can't do this on many brokers. You can't do this on many platforms. Too many of them are going to charge you for those shorts. Too many of them are only going to let you go one way. And that was Gifford, SQ square. What got me confident really was the SPY breakdown. The SPY broke down way before square broke down. If you look, the SPY was breaking down on this candle here. If you look on my screen, this is one of the cool features of TC, is that you can click on one chart and it shows you the time frame on the other chart. So this one candle, I have a 5 minute, that's when the SPY started breaking down in those 3 candles that it was moving up. Then I saw this candle, this next 5 minute window here. I saw that 5 minutes start breaking down, the SPY heading towards support. And I know that square often moves with the market. So right there, when I saw that breakdown of the 67.22s, and then I saw this candle, I went and I got in there at 67.10 on the breakdown of that 22 as it was heading towards 67 and was going to risk right off of that 22 again. This gave me an ability to go ahead and take another trade and risk at least the right risk to management. And since the SPY kept going down and heading towards the support, I took some off and let it come down and let it work. And this is exactly what happened, guys. You see the SPY following square. Duke?
Yeah, here's the low of the day break at the SPY. SPY breaking lows, just broke under 280s. Example, Todd says, exactly, a while back I said to John, I can't say your strategy trade is wrong because we all trade differently. Absolutely, man. I truly believe that, hence I only offer my perception on a trade and not say it's wrong. Yeah, certainly, and that's part of it. Like, people are gonna be completely different in their view of stocks, right? Trading is a very subjective thing. It's something we talk about in our classes, where it's like my risk levels, where I decide to set my risk levels or my stop out levels, are going to be completely different than somebody else's, and that doesn't mean either of us are wrong. It just means that our subjective levels are different, and that's fine. And sometimes they're going to match up and sometimes we're not. Trading's a very subjective thing, and I can't hate on somebody if they can make a certain strategy or pattern or system of trading work. Good for them. Doesn't mean they're wrong and I'm right, even if I disagree with it. Doesn't mean they're wrong or I'm right. Doesn't mean I'm right or they're wrong. It just means that our perception, our subjective opinion on these systems and strategies, our personalities are different, and that's it. And that's okay. Todd says, example, I was long and still am long biased on AMD. I saw it breaking 44.07 for a move of 30 cents, which happened. John saw a short and he shorted it after. Now I see a long. Maybe John sees a long. Right, exactly. I think AMD, Todd, is going to follow. I know you were just giving an example of how subjective trading is and about how, we all can see things differently, and that doesn't mean either of us are wrong. But on a short-term basis, it depends on what the SPY does here. I think if the SPY bounces at this low, AMD is going to bounce a little bit and vice versa. I'll tell you this, AMD's low enough to where I don't feel comfortable shorting it. Unless the market starts to like really momentum-based move, breaking lows, I don't really trust AMD to go down either. Yeah, for sure. Are you using I'm using Thinkorswim for charts, and then I use TEFs and TradeNet to trade on. Like I said, a lot of benefits of using TEFs and TradeNet. If you're a new trader and you want to get started for less than $500, I think TradeNet and TEFs is the only option for you. When you really think about it, like, you're spending $400. It comes with the course, it comes with the demo account, it comes with access to their chat room for a few weeks, and then once you're approved, they give you a $14,000 funded account to trade on. You basically become a contractor for them. There's no PDT rule with that $14,000 funded account, and you can actively day trade and short stocks on there. There is a $700 max loss, and so if you go under that, they close you down. But you're only spending $400, so you're almost getting twice as much, and so in trading terms, it's good risk reward, and I think it's just the cheapest way. I think most of the time, new traders are going to lose their first account, and so if you want to save up thousands and make your first account thousands of dollars, you can, But I think in the end, it's a much cheaper way to go with $400 for your first account. If you lose it, it's not the end of the world, and you're gaining so much experience that it's highly beneficial for new traders that want to actively day trade. Yeah, we like you too, Em. You know. I am in Milan right now, and the situation is out of control. I am locked at home. Ciao from Milan. Hey, babe. Be safe, brother. Be safe, man.
Yeah, man. Be safe, bro.
We should all want us to be green because this is so hard. That's why haters need not apply. Yeah, for sure. And that's why, like, trading's such an emotional thing, man. It's such an emotional thing that it's like, it's really easy to take out frustrations with losses out on like YouTubers or educators or whomever. It's really easy to do that. In the end, though, you gotta understand. It's like, look, you gotta be accountable for your own trading, you know, and it's hard.
Look at this. Look at this chart you're about to see, guys. Look at the VIX's VWAP bounce. This is as pretty as it gets, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at this thing. Look at this afternoon VWAP bounce. Man. People say the VWAP bounce. People say the VWAP bounce doesn't work.
Yeah.
What is this?
AMD, beautiful fade. Yeah, I think the SPY just kind of faded off the VWAP, and that's kind of pushing that one up too.
Gas. Look at that beautiful, beautiful chart there.
Oil's coming
Honestly,
down.
Honestly, it don't get no prettier than that.
Yeah, yeah. Market's breaking lows. See what happens. We desperately need a green day in this market, though, man.
Man, that was a beauty. Best part is, it had like that pre-market high to use as support. You could have used those 24s.
Hold on. Man, my son made a loud bang upstairs. I had to make sure he's all right. He's sitting there jumping on his bed, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what I call a VWAP bounce.
Oil testing lows. Everything else following the market down.
This is what you want to look for, guys, when you see the VWAP bounce. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. You guys enjoy your day. I'm gonna go walk the doggy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably done too. I mean, I've made over $40. It's gonna be a while before the market actually pulls back some for me to get some good short opportunities, and so I'll probably just hang it up, team. Like I said, y'all want to use the same platform as us. I'll post this link. It's a really cheap way to get started where you're risking less and you're getting to trade a solid size day trading account, no PDT rule, shorting ability. You know, a lot of benefits for new traders. It's one of the cheapest ways a new trader can actually short stocks with no PDT rule for $400. It's also a great way to help support our channel. And here's the link if y'all want to check that out. Of course, we're going to be biased in their favor. But, you know, there's the link if you want to check them out. You can also check out Trade Ideas, which are the best scanners in trading, in my opinion. And so if you want, you know, real-time trades, real-time scanners that are super customizable, dynamic, updatable, go check out Trade Ideas. You can use our promo code BT15. Get 15% off of Trade Idea scanners, which are super cheap. And you know, like I said, if you're a good enough trader, especially if you trade like momentum-based moves, Trade Ideas can be extremely valuable. You can see I've built scans around different strategies, and so if you have a certain niche strategy you want to build a scan around, I think Trade Ideas is a great option. You can check out that link there. We got 117 likes, so smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate all the love and support we've gotten in the last few days, and so smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and yeah guys, I'll see you all tomorrow, same time as always. Good luck in the markets, and I'll see you then.
Good luck, guys. Not a bad day. Risk and reward, guys, is very important. Yesterday, yeah, I was down $50. Today up 100. Keep that risk to reward the same, guys. Know what you're looking for. Keep working on that process.